championship. And then yeah, we got Pool B, which is still fresh, and no one has played each other. We got Genuine Gaming Saint, we got DRX Infested, DRX Knee, and DRX Chanel. So this is the DRX pool. Apparently, they'll be fighting each other.
The DRX, the newly acquired DRX. Nice. It's nice that they're all, you know, even though they're all on a different team technically, right? They all went to this. They all you know got adopted together. So they're all on this new team, but they're all, you know, still the same team. You know, so it's not the members are still the same. Yeah,
familiar teammates here, but yeah, this is another killer pool. Obviously, I mean, you know, Nee and Chanel, those two, just like they're in.
Yeah, speaking of familiar
everything,
teammates.
right? Just, familiar teammates, and it looks like that's going to be the next match: Nee versus Chanel. DRX's Nee versus DRX's Chanel. These two players, I mean, they're always traveling together. They're always playing each other. They know each other super well. Which player do you respect, Chanel? And what's Chanel gonna say? I hope Chanel says Nee. Oh no, it'd be funny. Chanel should say like someone like random, not Nee, in his favorite.
He's gonna say like Zafina.
Yeah, Zafina.
Oh,
Nee,
he said Nee. Oh, how sweet.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can see how tight knit these two players are, and of course, super. Very strong players. Both have the very patient style of not being afraid to backdash. Especially Chanel, who prefers infinite stages, and Chanel also plays you know, a ton of characters, very evasive characters with good backdashes and sidestepping, and in Eliza and Kunimitsu and Zafina, right? Which is just like that. If you don't know how to deal with that, that's so scary. Like Chanel is, you just have to know how to play his game, or else you're just gonna get so frustrated. So,
and you know, the funny thing is that we mentioned all those Tekken heavy characters with big backdashes, right? But he basically made a lot of his noise in Tekken 7 with Eliza of all characters too. So he has a ton of characters that he can play against Nee, and Nee has a ton of characters that he can play back. You know, so I don't know where their like mindset in the tournaments set between these two go. You know, it's like, because I'm sure obviously we saw right off the bat, the player they respect the most, it's each other, right? So there's gonna be, I don't know, like, what kind of respect is there in a tournament set like this? Are they gonna go straight for their mains? Are they gonna try to play as dirty as possible? Like, who knows?
Yeah, so this is one of those things where when you have two players that play each other like way too much, they play differently. They play in a way that's like they're like 3 or 4 steps ahead already from the beginning, and sometimes it can get kind of weird. It's fun to watch, but we forgot Julia. Remember when Chanel hugged Harada when Julia was announced? Like, so
you know, and then I always said that he hugged Harada when Julia came out, and then never played Julia again. Like, I never saw him play Julia after that moment, but here it is.
Yeah, he played a little bit,
Well, we got Nee with Bryan Fury. That's you know, like when I talk about Nee as a player, Bryan is the character I always associate with him. So to see this is good.
Yeah, definitely a fan favorite. Sometimes he'll style too.
I know
that. Personal experience.
Yes. Nice.
Perfect duck on it,
and that's a pretty risky way to duck too. I don't like that, but nice. Pawn setup easy.
2. Fight.
So intimidating.
Yeah, you know, Julia is one of those characters too. I don't necessarily like playing against Julia, so it's always nice to see players that feel comfortable in that matchup approach it, because it always gives me ideas, right? But it's not even that. It's just the way Nee plays is in general very safe. But his Bryan is so different from his other characters. So much more fun.
And and just like this, he has a slight lead, and just his defense is ridiculous. Getting poked away now though. Chanel trying to tie up his health.
Jeez, that entire round Nee did like 17 down 2s, and it feels like all of them hit.
Yeah. He also, he does this thing. Sometimes he'll spam a certain one move, almost to make it staple.
There it is. He's. I mean, it's not. It's okay too because it's has an extension afterwards that like that. So if you get too crazy, you know, and he seems to be.
Oh, he went for it.
This is the player you respect the most, honey. This is the player you respect the most. Oh my god.
He's taking you downstairs. Oh man.
How do you treat the players that you dislike?
You know, it's not too late to change your answer on your most respected player.
Yeah, for real.
Oh.
I think both of them are writing down different characters now, or different players. Like, alright, knees crossing his eyes. Like, nope, no more.
Yeah, I mean, Nee put Chanel as his most, player he respects most. But I mean, after I saw that, I don't know if that's right. I mean,
I think he respects the mind. Maybe not. Yeah, that's the best way to give respect is by beating them down as bad as possible. You know.
Yeah,
I respect it. I respect it. I mean, but to be completely honest, I do know that these two like have a very high respect for each other because I do know that.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, Nee will sometimes just ask Chanel before a tournament set. He'll just be like, "Hey, what character do you think I should play against this guy?" And Chanel will just be like, "Yeah, play this character." He'll be like, "Okay." He'll just go up there and play whatever character Chanel told him to play and win. It's like that's how it works sometimes, you know. That he just has that kind of faith in him.
Yeah, and we've seen these two play, I think, in the grand finals of one of the EVO Japans, 2018, 2017, and it was kind of interesting because in that moment, Chanel was also picking like weird. I think he like picked Akuma like for a game.
Yeah. He said
yeah.
There's Zafina though.
Zafina. Yeah, I don't think Zafina was out at that time, but yeah, I feel definitely Chanel sees Nee and plays him differently. He does different things against Nee.
I mean, if you play this guy a ton, right? Then you have to play differently at least. Because if you feel like they know your philosophy on the game, then they almost can like counter you on everything, right?
Fight.
Yeah. All right, got some squid move poke. Thing is so long range.
Low tiger shot.
Oh, blocks it this time.
It's also very punishable on block, which.
Yeah.
The only problem about punishing it on block is that you have to kind of anticipate that you're gonna block that. Because by the time you recognize that you blocked it, it might be too late.
Yeah. You can get away with it a lot, but a counter hit here, putting Nee at the wall, and Chanel here working on a round, if maybe. Oh, okay, nice. Chanel didn't hesitate. He actually wisely just decided to attack before it's too late.
Ooh. Before counter hit. Let me get to the wall, maybe?
This is a wall break, right? The right angle? Yes, it is. Oof. Just going in need. Relentless. Oh, okay, here we go.
Counter hit 1+2, such a great move.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break the floor here.
Ooh.
Man, Nee's defense on the low blocks is so good.
Crazy. Oh, here we go. Chanel.
The guaranteed.
Oh, okay. What's he gonna do? Follow up. Squid. Again. No.
Nah, he ain't doing it again. He ain't gonna do it again. Do it again.
Oh, okay.
See? We all thought he was gonna do it again. We all thought.
Chanel running away with this. He's got 2 rounds up and gets the launch.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Using the taunt, kind of faking the pressure, but nice.
Just the raw jet upper there. He at the
Easy
wall, trying to roll away.
Wake up.
Ooh. Chanel back to the wall, literally. Oh, how many more?
Pokes. Oh, the pokes!
He was breakdancing there. You're not Eddie. What are you doing?
Maybe do they understand what the word respect means? Maybe there was a mistranslation when they asked them the question. Maybe they asked them the respect. I don't know if they got asked the right question.
Yeah. How many lows was that? Like that was, and like he did like so many lows there, and then like he went mid, and the one time he went mid, like Nee went to block, and it's like everything was hitting there. And
after you hit it with
yeah,
that mid, that's when he started doing the back turn for funsies. Like, I'm just gonna turn around and dance a little bit for no reason. Yeah, like that. And Chanel definitely gets like that. Like, he definitely has for fun moments. Like, like the most respectful moment that he's had was when he went to sleep against Nee in that tournament set where Nee did range
Yes,
drive,
I remember that.
and he just fell asleep. It's like right under that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that was the right
Chanel's
move.
a showman.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, he's a very expressive player, and even in high stakes tournaments, like he's not afraid to bust out shenanigans, and yeah, it's fun to watch these guys. But yeah, so it's 1-1 right now. I guess we are here in the third game. I don't know. Do you think we'll see a character switch, or are we gonna have stubborn?
Maybe.
The stubborn Bryan pick?
I don't know. I don't know. Personally, I want to see the Bryan again, but if I'm Nee, he keeps with the Bryan, but goes to Mishima Dojo.
Yeah. I kind of want to see his Negan though. When he, like the Negan stuff that he did when he's playing Nobi that one time. I forget which tournament that was.
He has so many characters like that where he can just show off so many different like ways of dealing with problems.
Yeah.
Round 1.
Oh man.
Here we go. Big game here for both players. The Zafina versus the Bryan. Nice interrupt. I didn't know you could do that. I mean, actually, still can. Nice. Just keeping the pressure on Chanel, keeping him in the corner.
Yeah.
Chose the real small stage and got the launch.
Yeah. He got the launch this time, yeah. Gonna get away this time, and he's gonna finish off the round here. Step on him.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's a tough situation to be in. Chanel was kind of in a real tough spot.
Yeah. Yeah, but Nee's bullied him all the way over there, and he's still doing it now.
Yep.
Chanel just trying to back away, step. All right, Chanel finally with some decent positioning here.
These lows.
Yeah. Oh man! Who took more there?
I think Chanel lost that trade. He's winning the match, not anymore. That was the best punish Nee could have done in that situation. Got the wall splat. That was clutch. Oh man, and he's utilizing the crap out of this down 2 in this set.
Yes.
Down 2 got what the?
Oh, picked him up anyways. Back turned, floating state, drops the combo.
Oh my god.
Oh,
that was awesome. Chanel backdashing his way to the corner. That's why you see him sidestep, because he knows.
Oh, Nee's still not scared to just dash in, but. Ooh. The Coke heavy.
Oh my god.
Still not dead. Ooh. Oh, the switch. He's gonna do it again. Oh, stop.
Oh, no.
Oh. And yeah, Nee takes it 3 rounds straight.
That was a beatdown, followed by a beatdown, followed by another beatdown. That was 3 beatdowns in a row. Yeah, it still felt like anyone's match to win. You know, it was weird. That was a crazy set. And yeah, you know, they respect each other. You can see that.
Yeah, they do. It's kind of funny. At first we were just like, oh, where's the respect, right? They're doing all this stuff to each other, and then finally after the third round, we're like, oh, well, actually, you can see there's clearly there's a respect there, and so I don't know. It's confusing now. I don't know what to think. It's
well, man,
yeah,
I can tell you though I mean, no matter what though, the result of that match was gonna be terrible for this pool, because look at the rest of this pool. You still have Saint and Infested waiting, so there is just a ton of matches here that are gonna. There's no real way to know who's gonna do well in this pool. Although you can give Nee, a little edge, right? Because he has that one victory. Will that one victory mean enough? Find out. But next up, we got Infested versus Saint. The newly acquired Dragon X Vision Striker is Infested. I like saying that. And technically, we're the first people ever to introduce Nee, Chanel, and Infested as Vision Strikers, Dragon X. So yeah.
Yeah.
World first.
Yep.
See here. Wow, he's been playing since Tekken 6 VR. Oh, look at the players he respects. They don't respect him, but he respects them.
Oh, well, they're gonna have to update their profile at this point. You can't just, can't just leave them hanging there like that. But yeah, Infested plays Fahkumram. But what's interesting is I kind of remembered him from playing like a crazy good Negan, actually. This is one of the players that's kind of making a name for himself, and he got the sponsorship, and he does main Fahkumram, but yeah, he has a Negan that he'll bust out every once in a while. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he plays.
Oh my god, look at that picture of Saint. Yeah.
This is an old boy Saint, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, you see, Saint, man, everything. Started playing in '95, Tekken 1. Saint showing his age. JDCR and Old Man as the players he respects.
Yeah.
Horror is his favorite character?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, maybe he likes the character's like design or something. Yeah, but his favorite food, he says, is hanshik, which is it's a Korean word. It just means Korean food. Like his favorite food is Korean food is basically what he's saying. Yeah.
I can't disagree enough, or not disagree. Yeah. I can't agree enough. What did I say?
Yeah, what are you against Korean barbecue?
I was like, when I was saying it, I was like, man, that doesn't sound right. Why did I say it like that? No, I agree. Korean food is top.
Yeah.
So
yeah, there's stuff I like. But yeah, there's Korean barbecue. You guys got like kimchi tacos and like weird stuff. Over
yeah,
in the
no,
States
I
now,
mean,
right?
like,
Okay.
I'll eat. Like, I had a kimchi quesadilla, and I was like, this doesn't taste good. But people want to do things, funny with food around here.
I actually had I went to Norway to visit family, right? And it's crazy. In Scandinavia, they're doing kimchi burgers at McDonald's, which is like, it's like, what? Like I came from Korea and I'm in Scandinavia, and it's like, you guys have kimchi burgers? That's your local specialty? I thought they'd have some kind of like some kind of salmon burger or something.
That's the local specialty.
Yeah, and then I opened the burger, and it was just red sauerkraut, and like there was no kimchi. It was just sauerkraut. And
was the red ketchup or something?
No, it's just red sauerkraut. It was good. I was like, oh, this is actually really good.
It can't taste bad. Kimchi, in my mind, kimchi in a burger can't be bad unless you dislike kimchi. It's like if you dislike kimchi, then you're not gonna win that fight. But
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like
a burger. It's gonna taste great.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a lot of food talk. We got Infested here. DRX Infested versus Genuine Gaming's Saint.
Both these characters came out kind of in the same. In the same season, right? Ganryu came out first with Leroy.
Oh, yeah.
Fahkumram came out a little bit later, so I am a huge Saint fan. I'm biased as all hell. Trust me, I'm a Ganryu main. So
yes,
I will try to be my best to be unbiased here, but forgive me if I get excited because I love Ganryu.
All right.
This matchup, honestly, this matchup as a
there it is,
player
the first one.
is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that Lost 74 whiffed.
Oh, and Ganryu has those special one jabs, right?
Yeah, it's 12 frames.
Start up more. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Gonna get the wall carry. Doesn't get there though. But... Just the pokes here from Infested.
Yeah.
Utilizing that range.
Using that crazy range that Fahkumram has.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh,
just the headbutt to try to interrupt.
Yeah.
That's big here for Infested.
Yeah. Ooh, just hatchet kick after hatchet. Oh, look at that.
He's getting his ankles taken out.
Fight.
And Saint hasn't really started the Ganryu pressure quite yet.
Oh man, he went for a tough combo too, but he got the launch on that down 4. That's what you gotta do. Sidewall. Gonna try to go for a combo.
Drop the combo. Oh, sit and roll.
Yeah.
Round 4.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that worked, honestly, but I guess he doesn't do it enough. I must do it too much. It's too predictable.
Oh, here we go.
Low this time. Again.
Oh, going again low.
Mid. Oh, the low.
Yeah.
The mid. Oh, gee. I got
man.
it. Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah, that was messed up. Two lows and then goes mid third time. I think that's kind of like it's kind of like a pattern. Like, I mean, you know, we've all done like two lows, and then like after two lows, that's when the third one becomes like what's this gonna be, right? Like you wouldn't dare do another one, so you'll probably just do mid, right? But there's no such thing as like the right answer, right? And yeah, once you get hit by like a hell sweep twice in a row, that's when you're in that mind game, right? And you just have to like maybe remember what the pattern was, or just make a read.
Sometimes it's just as simple as you just ask someone like, hey, why did you know that was gonna work? They're just saying, I don't know. It's like that's the simple answer. It's like they don't know, they just know it's gonna work, right? It's like there's no explanation, there's no science to it. It's just like, yeah, I knew it was gonna hit.
Yeah, I mean, that's fighting games though, right? There's that mind game aspect, and like, but it is a culmination. Even though you don't know, you're somehow like in the back of your mind, it's there, right? It's like your gut feeling, right? It's you know, you've been playing a while, you've noticed some patterns and stuff, and you notice things about your opponent's pattern. That's why getting data is so important in the first few rounds, and that's why we do first twos.
See if Saint had enough time to gather data. That was 3 rounds pretty fast too, so gonna stick with the Ganryu, but and go to random stage 2, gets Forgotten Realm. Not a terrible stage here, but see if Saint has what it takes here to make this comeback with the Ganryu.
Yeah, I'd like to see some him try to get that pressure going. We saw a couple of down forward threes in there, but I think he just wasn't able to get in close enough in a lot of moments.
Yeah, it felt like a lot of times he tried to get some pressure in. That's when, you know, Infested, he created some space, and then that's when he was able to utilize Fahkumram's longer reach in those situations. So it's gonna be tough for Saint, but I think that if he keeps the pressure up, he might have better showings here. But see how it goes.
All right,
Round 1.
Starting. Infested up 1-0 against Saint in the best of 3.
I never noticed this, but Ganryu might be like 5'2". Like, how tall is Fahkumram compared to Ganryu? Or Ganryu just has bad posture.
Yeah, I think it's his posture, and also Fahkumram's super tall. Oh, tried a hop kick there, but nice low parry.
Nice low parry.
Yeah. Going downstairs. Oh, and just an instant running 3. That was so instant.
Yeah. No idea that was gonna come. Nice, got the clap there. Is Saint gonna go downstairs? Yes, he will.
Already at the bottom floor right here. Oh, let me get a follow up.
Whipped?
Yeah. All right, Infested with some breathing room now, but Saint coming in here. Oh, just stops him with the crouch jab. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, here's that Ganryu pressure. Coming in. Oh man, Infested is going crazy.
Yeah, he started just doing low crushes, but Saint just being patient, sidestep, getting launched now.
Nice, beautiful.
That sidestep. Nice. Use the plus frames. Get this clap. Finishes the string.
Here. Yeah, and Saint is on a roll right now.
Wow, goes for mix. Oh, nice block.
Blocks it the time. Yeah.
KO.
Oh, and he finishes the string that time. Down forward 1 has actually 2 parts of it after. Down forward 4, and then you finish it high at the end too.
Yeah. And Infested, you know, being a little bit more careful.
Ooh, that's 14. That Saint could launch that if he was super sick. And he is super sick. I've seen him launch minus 14 things with clap before, but that one's tough.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, hand at the wall splat.
Yeah. That was good. I don't even know what Saint did differently other than the fact that everything hit. But the one thing I will say is that he kept the wall pressure a ton. And I think that helped out a lot, right? The wall pressure and kind of just willing to finish strings. He kind of thought that that Infested would keep swinging back a lot, and I think that's what cost him. So, ooh. This will be an interesting third game. It's going to be very interesting.
I think the thing that started all was Infested was going crazy, going ham, doing all these instant running threes and putting on the pressure. But I think there was a moment when Saint just sidestepped and launched, and from then on, I think that's when the momentum happened. And right now, that was so fast. Like we were just like, whoa, okay. Saint just responded completely.
Yeah, I mean, Ganryu's so strong when he can keep your back to the wall, because he has so many good like options to wall splat you, and his down 4-3 becomes like a bigger pain in the ass because you can't backdash away from it, and it's so plus on hit. So that situation for Ganryu is like, that's his paradise, right? So he has to try to find a way to keep you there. I think in that situation too, Saint did a great job just keeping Infested's back to the wall the entire set. So if I'm Infested here, you might want to think about taking away walls, but at the same time, I think he's been utilizing walls as well too. So no, but he goes away from it. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, and
go straight Tekken.
Yeah, it seems like Infested just kind of wants to play keep out and with this range, and and then go aggressive when necessary. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how differently he plays on this Infinite stage. Both of them actually.
I don't know if
Round one.
the Fahkumram damage is going to take a big hit here, but I definitely can see that Ganryu's offensive potential takes a little bit of a hit. Going for the back 2-1, pretty risky.
Yeah.
Back 2-1 against Fahkumram is a little risky because he can't punch parry that second hit. So it becomes a little mind game there. Yo, Saint did it. Oh, that's a punch parry. That could have got launched too, but Saint was in stance, but it doesn't matter. He is getting
beautiful.
Yes.
Not quite dead yet. Oh. Infested going in. Oh. Saint.
Oh no.
Still not in range.
Saint went for an easier. He went for an easier combo because he kind of autopiloted into a normal combo.
KO.
Ooh, the down jab.
And a crouch jab. Yep.
Round two.
So scary. I feel like Fahkumram can make that comeback any day. But nice low parry into the great combo.
Right at opener, too.
Ooh, could have got punished heavily for that, but still kind of a new move.
Yeah. Oh, there he gets it this time.
Yeah, sometimes in that range, that down 4-3 punish will whiff. And so if a Ganryu player can space that correctly, he can whip punish it. It's tough. But...
Oh, just how many hits was that? Saint just took a ton of pokes there.
Dude, look at Saint though. He's not scared to throw that move out. But nice.
KO.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Good block from an Infested. Tied up in rounds, tied up in games.
Oh, the clap into duck into wall standing 2. Like it, but got counter hit from the 3+4 Infested.
Here we go. Running 3+ frames. Hatchet kick. Going all in. Infested.
Act 1.
Hitting a perfect.
Round
Yeah,
four.
just swinging at him now. So Saint now down. Infested on the set point here. Ooh, tried to launch punish that, but Saint continued the jabs.
Yeah.
Ooh, wasn't fast enough to punish that.
Yeah. Ooh, again. All right, here comes the pressure.
From Saint.
Yeah,
yes.
Mid there. Classic Ganryu.
Yep.
Final round.
Oh,
Nice job. Final round.
It's tense. Oh,
Down
gets a launch
4-2.
from the beginning. Oh, Saint's in his
again.
head. Oh, again.
Saint just recognized that he only needs to do 2 moves.
Oh, he does it again. Oh my God, Saint. Oh man, I got frustrated watching that. I got frustrated.
You got frustrated. I got hype. That's my
you're
offense. I love that. Because here's the thing.
Man.
If all right, I'll be honest. I would have not done that if I was Saint, because I am not Saint. That's the reason why Saint is so good with Ganryu, because at a certain point he recognized, get rid of everything else. Down 4-3, down 4-3, down 4-3, down 4-2. That's all he needed, and that's all that he needed. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a close set.
And that was that went to the final round too. So
yeah, and just remember, those are the first 2 games of this set. We still have 4 more games to go in this entire pool. And right now you see Saint and Me tied up 1-0, Infested and Chanel at the bottom. That's crazy because what? Like going 3-0 in this pool seems impossible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm curious to see. I mean, we still have a ton of matches left. So everyone has either won one or lost one so far. But I guess everyone plays three games. This is a round robin format, and the top two are going to advance to the double elimination round to play Moyle and JDCR, who have made it from Pool A. Yeah. So, yeah. These matches have been going. It's kind of a treat for you because, I mean, having Saint here, you know, playing Ganryu.
I mean, I don't want to be biased, but when I'm watching these matches, I have to view it from my perspective, and my perspective is as a Ganryu player because it's tough to break that, right? So it is fun to see just because, you know, that's a matchup I struggle with too, and from the looks of it, it looks like a match Saint struggles with as well because, I mean, at the end of the day, Infested is super strong, so. That's scary to even know that he's in that same pool down 0-1, but he was so close to being up 1-0, you know, in this pool because he was just so close to beating Saints. So these pools can go either way.
Yeah. So I guess we're about to go to a break soon. Make sure to follow the channels on social media. We've got BNE Esports on Twitter and on YouTube. We got at Tekken on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. So make sure to follow that social media so that you can be up to date with the latest news, and so you can watch crazy Ganryus like we just did, and get hyped. So yeah, we will be back. So don't go anywhere. We've got some crazy more matches coming up.
why do Nina and Anna hate each other? I think one's a better assassin than the other, right?
Who do you think is better?
I honestly think Nina's better.
Why? Okay, before we answer the question why they hate each other, why are you hating on Anna?
Look, I just think Anna rubs it in. Nina, she's trying too hard. Nina's just trying to live out here. And I feel like Anna is the one who goes out of our way to mess with Nina. Like, that's just my perception of it. I could be wrong. And that, to me, I feel like that just means Nina is more about her business. You know how I know she's about her business? Because she had a whole nother game outside of the fighting genre to let people know that she's about killing people.
Death by degrees. Okay. Interesting reasoning. All right, so you're using accolades. So this is my personal take on why they hate each other. So Nina, she succeeded her father in being an assassin.
Okay.
For the country. He died, and Anna felt that it was Nina's fault that she died. Obviously, they had that confrontation in front of his grave. They ended up slapping each other. They slap each other every single game, right?
Slap.
They even have special slaps in the game.
Special slaps. How can she slap? Go on.
So, that being said, Anna has always taken it very personally to not only go above and beyond her sister, but also be that person to be in her way. She has always been trying to block or stop her from doing her job. So Nina was put in, after Kazuya captured her, Kazuya's version of the Mishima Zawachu captured her, put her into cryo sleep between Tekken 2 and Tekken 3. Anna voluntarily put herself into cryo sleep just so she could come out the same time to battle Nina when she came back out. That's crazy to me.
That's real rivalry right there.
Like Nina's out of the picture and you're like, you know, let sleeping dogs lie. Like, you know what? Let them do their thing. She was like, nah, freeze me too so I can beat her up when I get out.
You say she did what?
That's why I think.
Put me in the tube.
That's why I think
I want to
Anna's
go in
better.
the tube.
That's
why you think Anna's better? That's pettiness.
She doesn't need to be an assassin. She's just being an ass, and I like that.
I don't like that. That's why I said Nina's
the
better.
end. Oh.
That's why I said Nina's better. She's just trying to live out here.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree here, but I think that's why they hate each other. Obviously, it stems back. It's a family thing. You know, family things are very complicated. I don't want to really say who's right and who's wrong, but I'll just say who's better, and I think it's Anna.
What?
What the? Is that the actual story? Like, why would Anna have to put herself to sleep also in the cryo chamber to fight her later? Why can't she just fight Nina later? Like, why does she?
Listen, in the one of the endings from Tekken 1, I think was just Anna was taking a shower and then Nina just walked in. No, it was the opposite. Nina's taking a shower. Anna walked in with the shoe. She's like, "Where's my other shoe?" Then Nina slapped her, and then Nina showed her the other shoe after she was crying. So, yeah, Nina's the real jerk in this story. I don't know. But, you know, there's sides to it. Yeah, the story's weird.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna side with Nina because I don't know. I think Tasty C.
I'm siding with Anna. Because I like the fact that she says, "Yeah, you know what? Put me in the tube. I'm going there. Bring it on."
All right. All right. Well, welcome back. You guys are watching the Tekken Online Challenge Korea Regional Finals. So of course we have a stacked tournament here. But before we go on, I want to make a shout out to Astro for being the official headset and mix amp of Tekken Online Challenge 2021. We're sporting these right now, so many shout outs to them. They've been supporting the FGC, putting in big prize money into Tekken. Yeah, be sure to support these guys. Many thanks to them. And yeah, so we've got this remaining Pool B, very unresolved right now at this point. Oh yeah, but first we got to show off a little bit of these. My shirt has so much cat hair right now. Yeah, so these are officially licensed Tekken merch.
No shirt is immune from cat hair. Shirt is immune from cat hair.
Yeah, but these see good ass Tekken on them, and you can get a cute ass Tekken shirt as well. You see that cute Kunimitsu there. Make sure to go to the 10.0 website, 10.0.gg/merch, and yeah, see which ones are available. Maybe you can get your main. I got mine. Xiao Yu. Actually, I abandoned her for Akuma actually, and did better with Akuma.
You know, that's not. To be honest, that's not a shocker either, because there's some Xiao Yu players that play Akuma now in the States. So
oh really?
It might be a general like, just like this is the natural progression.
Well, I mean, they play completely different, which is good. It's good to have two characters that are like very different, right? If you're playing in a tournament.
Yeah.
maybe you can cover some bases. And but yeah, they're very, very different characters. And when I play Xiao Yu now, I'm just like, why can't I EXDP? And then I remember that's not really a thing in this game.
Think about that.
Yeah.
You guys can see the updated pools though. We got Saint and Knee at the top here, 1-0. Infested and Chanel at the bottom with 0-1, which is crazy to think about because realistically, at the end of the day, these beginning results might not matter, and they might. Who knows, right? They could totally end up Infested goes 2-1 or something. I don't know how it works, but there's definitely some the potentials for upsets, or it could just be Saint and Knee move on, right? But we have to let the entire round robin play out. That's the reason why it's a round robin. Everyone has to play each other, so it makes it fun, but it also makes it stressful.
Yeah. Well, right now it's gonna start to get. Oh yeah, we got Genuine Gaming Saint versus DRX Knee coming up next. We got Saint here. Look at this OG with his Tekken. Which Tekken did you start on? I started on Tekken 1. The very first. Tekken,
as a player that was, has been watching competitive, at least Korean Tekken since around Tekken 5, I would say. Saint, for me personally, didn't appear on the radar until Tekken 6 when he started playing Ganryu then. And that was like a bad Ganryu. I didn't like Ganryu in that game, so the fact that he was doing well with Ganryu in a game that I thought was like a bad version of him was crazy to me. When I watched him, I was like, this guy is good. It sucks that he's playing a bad character. That's what I thought at first. And now he's shown that he could do it with any character, right? So look at both of these OGs though, not Tekken 1.
Yeah, look at Tekken 1. Yeah, there's no Tekken before that. And favorite character, Bryan. We've seen. I think Nee enjoys playing Bryan the most. He's done like some highlight videos on YouTube with Bryan in previous Tekken games, and he just likes to show off with that character. And it's interesting because he does play so many characters, but I feel like he gravitates towards Bryan if he just wants to enjoy his character and wants to enjoy doing stick stuff and content.
Well, I mean, that's definitely the one character where he can go back to previous Tekkens and have knowledge from old games, right? Because if you type in Nee Bryan into YouTube or something, you can find Tekken 4 footage of him playing Bryan in that game, right? And it's like Tekken 4, like Nee was probably 12, and yet he was like just bodying people in Tekken 4 with Bryan of all characters. In my opinion, I don't even remember him being that good in that game. So it's like he's a lifelong Bryan player. So like to see him not play Bryan in this latest Tekken was like, man, that kind of sucks, right? But when he does, now it's like it's a special occasion. He brings it out every now and then, like it's like oh, Uncle Knee's bringing out the Bryan. Let's all sit down and watch. It's like we all just kind of like, oh yeah, Bryan time again. We just wait. But we don't know if it's gonna be the Bryan this time though. I feel like we'll see Saint Ganryu, but there's no guarantee he will play Bryan.
Oh, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Nee, stop. You can't do this. Nee, is this in the rules? Can we do this?
Oh. I didn't know January 7th was my birthday.
What?
Hey.
What? Okay, I'm confused a little bit. Anyways, we've seen me do this.
Both look like the same outfit.
Yeah.
These are different outfits, but they both look the same.
Yeah. Oh wow. Me here to send a message. God. And we've seen him do this in the exhibition against Ulsan when he played Ulsan's character Kazumi and beat him with his own character.
The same exact 3 moves in a row.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if he did it in time. No, he did not. Yeah.
Might have been a headbutt, or might have been just trying to get a clean whiff on that, but I'm so confused.
Yeah, this is not something that Nee doesn't do.
Yeah, it's no surprise that Nee knows how to play the character.
Yeah.
But to bring it out against a player that is known for this character, it's like, what?
Oh, Saint going in.
Again.
And he's not ducking. Yeah. Oh, Saint win for it, but.
Oh my God!
Saint's so careful right now. Yeah.
You notice neither of them are throwing down forward threes now. I think it's like almost like that. It's just a present thought that both of them are having that they can't throw it out. That was a counter. He's dead.
Oh! Patient.
Wow. You know, Nee could have won that round though. He hit a counter hit jab and counter hit jab into headbutts, guaranteed combo. But you got to be real
very
on
ready
the ball to catch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice launch. Welcome down 4-3. This could be a lot of down 4-3s. And yeah, I was about to say, if you see a lot of down 4-3s, you're gonna see a lot more low parries.
Yeah. Oh, and he gets the wall splat here.
Oh, what the?
Oh!
He did forward 1+2. I think he probably meant to do down forward 1+2. That was not the move Saint was going for at all. Good pressure here. Look at that. 50% down already, just 8 hits, but that was me trying to do the same back to him.
Yeah. And there's another low parry. Answer to those.
I don't know what that combo was from me. Dropped it though.
Final round.
This is a tough game here, but it's just basically who's willing to just go low and who's willing to low parry.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh man. Oh, me with the positional advantage, hit the wall splat. Oh my god. Is he gonna take the first game? Oh, he gets out. What's going on? Oh my god, he gets the wall splat. He has a rage boost. Oh, he's gonna go right into rage.
This is good for Saint. He has a this on hit gives him a good mid-low mix-up. It's in his favor, guaranteed. So he can go for it. He has to block it straight up or not deal with it.
Oh. And Nee takes the first game using Saint's own main. Guys, I don't know, Rickster. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
I'll be honest, it warms my heart that Nee messes up the same things that I do. You know, he messed up that wall combo at the end, where instead of getting 100 hands, he got back 1-on-1. That's a Ganryu problem, and that's a Rickster problem. And so, you know, I've seen other Ganryu players do it, so see Nee do it too. It's like, oh yeah, he's human still, you know. But he might barely be human because the fact that he's beating one of the best Ganryu players in the world with his own character is absurd, right? And it almost looks like a legit mirror match because it seems like whatever Nee is doing or whatever Saint's doing, they both do it back to each other. Like, you gonna do that? I have that too, and then they just keep going for it. So,
I think it's got to be tilting though. If you like, just having somebody play your own main like this at this high level, and it's a statement, and then you're like. Then you have the pressure, like, oh, it can't lose now, and this is one of those moments where I think mental fortitude is necessary, and we'll see if Saint can pick it back up, and you know, this is not the first time that Nee has done this as well, so I think anybody who plays Nee,
I know the thing is that if you're Saint, you probably didn't practice for Nee's Ganryu of all characters. You know what I mean? This could have just been one of those real long plays from Nee where it's like, look, if I need to beat Saint, I'm gonna just pick the most uncomfortable character he's probably not familiar with, his own. You know, it's like one of those weird moments where because it is tough to you know, there's a lot of people that genuinely hate mirror matches and refuse to play them because they just don't like, you know, having to deal with that mirror. And even in Tekken, it's not that. I wouldn't say in Tekken it's as big of a deal as in other games, but even in Tekken, you see people that just genuinely dislike mirror matches. I don't know if Saint's gonna be like that, but it could have definitely just been one of those things where he's like, "What the hell do I do now?" And you know, we've seen him play Jack, right? Ever since Ganryu came out, we haven't really seen him play Jack that much, but we've seen him before, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what how Saint responds. At this point, this is the ball's in Saint's court. He needs to make something happen.
Just gonna stick with the rematch here, going with the Ganryu mirror. It's real sumo. And Dumo de Sumo is where we're playing.
Dumo de Sumo.
Dumo de Sumo.
Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna steal that. It's a beautiful stage. So I've always liked this stage.
It's only the only time I've ever gotten to say that because there's never been two Ganryus on the screen at the same time.
That's true. It's not common.
this still looks like the same outfit too.
As part of the mind game, I think.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, Saint backing away. Oh, going in with the clap.
Great punish.
All right, a good start for Saint here.
Ooh, nice. I like the jump over it.
Yeah.
Get some text traps after that. Wow, look at the block here.
Oh, and the down forward threes at the wall. Oh!
Saint's in a bad spot here, but he's trying to fight his way out. Got the lead now, but back still to the wall, so he can't get hit once. Especially with that move right there. That's going to be the move that he's going to be looking for. Wow! That's just a whiff punish, it looked like. I don't think Saint had enough time to block it, or if it did, then he just didn't block it all the time. And damage there, Saint down.
Oh! Doesn't get the follow-up.
Didn't punish that as best as he could, I guess.
Alright. Saint here again. Gets the massage. Oh, nice interrupt there, and yeah, hands for the win. He's tied it up in round. Saint still there.
Ganryu combo, that down forward 1+2 is such an easy hit confirm wall splat, so you'll see that used by both players in this situation. Nice clap there. What the combo? Big knee messed up and didn't go into stance.
Oh, the raw launch here in neutral.
Very easy combo.
To the wall.
Too close to the wall to get a wall combo. Yeah. Down jab to stuff the down forward 2.
Oh, the
headbutt after the Ganryu combo.
Yeah. Ooh, and knee does not bite.
Round 4.
Blocks everything.
And he playing very patient here, kind of knowing what Saint wants to do at the wall. Nice low parry though. I feel like that's gonna be the real key of this set is who can get the low parries. Because that's such a key move for Ganryu.
Possibly taking Saint 2-0 if he wins this?
Oh my god, look at them just swinging their arms. Oh, nice low parry. That might be it.
Here,
I don't actually. Like 2-0. Too low to the ground. Oh, what a bad whiff there from Saint.
You win.
And Knee takes it 2-0 over Saint with his own main. Yeah, it happened.
And it looks so funny too because it was just like every time Saint was in that position where he could wall splat Knee, he would do the same moves that Knee was doing in the same exact position that was trying to wall splat Saint. You know, it's like it really is how Ganryu is, right? You get it is they're Ganryu players in there, right? But
yeah,
it was just the Knees, just I guess offense and defense combined, just kind of shut down all of Saint's offense. So 2-0 is a crazy thing. Yeah, and
you know you can tell like there are some fundamental things where Knee was outplaying Saint. Like he was answering those down forward threes in a way that his previous opponent wasn't. He's low parrying them, and how many times did he do that during that match? And so Saint wasn't able to do that the same down forward three pressure that he was previously. So this was definitely like Knee. You know, he knew the character enough, and you know he knows Tekken, and yeah, that's a deadly combination.
It's one of those things where I always talk about Knee, where it's like the fact is that he plays so many characters, right? And the thing is that he's not, because of that, he's not going to have like the super like real knowledgeable tricks of like, you know, like the real like the grimy discord, you know, like he's gonna have just a very simple style of playing a character, but it's always effective. That's how, because he'll play a character effectively enough to win.
Yeah, and it looks like we are here about to have a Chanel versus Infested match, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Chanel versus Infested. It should be.
If we've seen anything about players that play against someone that they respect, Infested's gonna have a ball with Chanel.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I guess unfortunately this is another team kill, but apparently, you know, these DRX players were all voted into that the pool B.
JDCR made this happen.
Oh yeah, it's his
JDCR,
fault. Yeah, this is his fault.
Yeah, JDCR did it on purpose.
Yeah, it's like, all right, well, yeah, JDCR is waiting for yeah, Pool B to materialize, as is Moyle in Pool A. So we'll see. I think we're getting to the point where I guess Knee is too
Pretty
low
safe.
now.
Yeah,
he's pretty safe.
I don't think there's a. I don't know if there's a tiebreaker situation, so I feel like he's gonna be in a pretty safe spot. So, I think the only weird tiebreaker situation, everyone goes like 2-1 or something, and then the last guy goes like 0-3, but that's wishful thinking. And then I'm sure there's like sets and games and rounds, and we got to go real deep into it. So, I feel like if Saints or if Need somehow doesn't make top 2, it'll be a huge upset at this point because it's going to require a lot of work. Because I mean, in fact, he also beat Saint 2-0 too, so that's going to be a big help.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really see Knee not you know, making this. He's just playing, having a grasp of all these characters. It is kind of a flex, right? JDCR's name is Chapdakere, which is like an acronym in Korean for grasp of all characters, right? So it's yeah, it's kind of a flex, and I think you know, if you want to be good at this game, you have to know all the other characters too. You have to know what their moves are to counter everything, to be able to duck punish, and so yeah, that's why we see some of those picks from Knee. But here we have Infested, DRX Infested versus DRX Chanel. Chanel has picked Kunimitsu this time.
Kuni's been one of those characters that I feel like is, you know, especially in the North American scene now, is kind of making a little noise, right? We've had good Kunimitsu players, right? But now I think everyone's like, Kunimitsu is actually a real problem now. You know, I think people are starting to feel that. Fahkumram, they felt that as soon as he launched, so
of course, yeah. I don't think anyone's ever felt
problems right here.
Ooh.
Wow, the counter hit into the high wall splat.
Yeah, already at 50 seconds. Look at this damage.
KO.
Ooh.
Man, that was quick round there for Infested.
Fight.
You know, this is the third character we've seen from Chanel.
Yes.
In 3 rounds, we've seen 3 different characters from Chanel, so that's either a good sign or a bad sign, depending on how Chanel does. We just don't know what the answer is. Ooh, nice interrupt.
Plus frames, hatchet kick. Infested trying to mount a comeback here. Oh, and a get up floor will take it.
Infested actually got a counter hit off of Chanel too, and it wall splat, but it was a side wall splat, so he didn't get anything off of it. If that didn't clean, that could have been a comeback. Infested still trying to fight for this wall positioning, trying to break this wall.
Oh, got the full crouch sweep here in the mix-ups. Oh, and a low parry here. We're going to the other side. No wall break here though. Oof.
Oh man, that her armor move back 2 is such a strong move. Mid, homing, armor. Want to add any more problems to it? It probably has that too.
Oh, wall splat here. And he's looking for possibly a wall break. Oh, doesn't break. Grab, yeah. Ooh, there's a kunai there.
Ooh, nice block and punish.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Full crouch.
Good awareness.
Oh,
that was bad though. That's a wall splat to his head.
Yeah, that's a wall splat. Yeah, that's a feel bad throw.
Final round.
Oh man, why did that happen though? It felt like Chanel was supposed to win that round.
Yeah.
Got the block. I don't think he was anticipating there to be a real punish. Oh, nice low parry though. Chanel's been getting a lot of money off this low parry.
Right, trading spaces, Infested, getting out of that wall situation. Ooh, big whiff there.
Big whiff.
Oh, gets a full crouch again, and then what's the mix-up? Oh, blocks low, lives.
Try.
For how long? 23 seconds on the clock.
He's gonna need, oh my god, that range on that.
Range. Yeah, that down 4 range. It's yeah.
That had less to do with about her foot and more about his stance. I feel like his stance, like he stuck his foot. I was like, this is my range that's getting me killed, not yours.
Yeah.
Like he just stuck his foot out a little too far.
I feel I feel Chanel was pretty dominant there. A little bit shaky at the beginning. We saw Infested's classic aggressive play, just not afraid to move forward, push in, and Chanel is the kind of player he's so familiar with that kind of pressure, right? And he was able to deal with it perfectly. And that block on the hell sweep, he's completely ready for that with the optimal punish. And yeah, I think Chanel is playing super strong right now. But we'll see what Infested can do as a response. He does have a Negan. I just want to see a Negan.
Yeah, you really hyping this one up.
I'm not like I'm not like, oh, it might be a good idea. I'm more like, I'm the Heihachi chanters for JDC.
Yeah.
Just as bad as all of them.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I've seen his Negan, and it's obviously very strong. He's done well with the character, but his Fahkumram has definitely been his moneymaker in terms of these tournaments. So I think I don't know, he might, if he wants to switch, he could, but I think that he probably stick around. I'm curious though, how much do these two actually play each other? Like how much would these guys as teammates play as like training or anything like that? Because especially now
sure.
too. Once the pools were figured out, do you think they were like, okay, now we got to train less now because we're in the same pool? Do you think there's that, or is it just like, hey, look, it doesn't matter, let's just play? Like, I don't know, right? Yeah. So it's kind of interesting to see how these games are.
Just because they're on the same team, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean that they've played a ton of matches together. I mean, I'm not. I mean, I don't think there's like a house or anything, not that I know of. So and he's also new pickup for DRX. So it's they're definitely not going to be as intimately familiar with each other as obviously with like Chanel and I mean, you saw who they respected. The players that they respected. You saw those are just facts, right?
It's the Kohai of the trio.
Okay.
All right, sticking with the Fahkumram, going to Souk here, so we'll see what kind of adjustments he can make. It was a pretty close set, though. I'll say it just felt like that Chanel just had some good reads on some timely lows and got the clutch blocks when he needed.
Yeah, I felt he got stronger as the game went on, but we'll see which direction this goes.
It's a big match too for both of these players, right? Because they're both down in the sets 0-1. So winner of this keeps them alive. Losing this is pretty much going to send you home. So Best is going to want to win this at least to stay alive.
All right, going in, Infested. Ooh, just out of range. He's been missing that.
Yeah, I think they've both been playing at the very tip range where it's like they are just so good at making each other win.
Yeah. Oh, these low pokes. Conditioning right now.
Yeah, it's kind of doing it just to kind of dictate the pace, right? He's just like, all right, look, you think you're attacking? No, here's a low. Oh, nice whip punish.
What a whip punish. That's a textbook whip punish there.
Round 2.
Yeah. Great whip punish. And Infested trying to use all this pressure with the pokes and the strings, but fighting back.
Oh, the follow up.
Kidding with that.
Low. Yeah. Oh,
Back two.
Chanel. Oh, nice. Chanel went for the mid-low string. It just needed the mid.
It definitely feels like when Chanel gets one offensive start going, like he can keep it rolling. Whereas when Infested gets it, it kind of comes in burst.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a testament to Chanel's defense, getting out of situations, pressure. Oh, nice, nice stuff there. And wow, Chanel is speed running this right now. Infested has to stop this momentum.
Oh, that's not a good way to start it though. He gave him the momentum. He's take my momentum foot.
Yeah. Oh, back turn stuff. We got a lot of things going on. Infested trying to get out of the situation, but he has no help.
Oh, dude, he even tried to whip punish too, but he got interrupted, but he's got a good... Oh, he had a good spot there, but... Man, Chanel was crazy with his spacing. He managed to outspace the spacing of his, like, he was always at that tip range where, like,
Yes.
he was like, oh, I can hit a standing three. I can hit anything. I'm Fahkumram. I have Dulcim range, right? And then it's like Kunimitsu's like, no, I got 2-2 and I'm back here hitting you. It is crazy how great Chanel spaced that entire set out.
Definitely, he baited out all those attacks and just, yeah, even with the long range. I mean, if you know that range, you can just, you know, bait out those attacks, and you know that's almost like saying, you know, I know that range better than you, right? When you're baiting out those attacks, and it kind of nullified that long range advantage. Now it became the disadvantage for him, and I think that's how Chanel took it. But yeah, now we got Knee looking pretty comfortable, 2-0. DRX Chanel 1-1 now after winning that last game. Saint 1-1, and Infested down at 0-2. Seems like it'll be difficult, if not possible, for Infested to advance. But yeah, I don't know the match.
I think he won't be able to. I think he is out of the tournament, but he does have one more match. I think his match will be next up against Knee. So, you know, he gets to play a little spoiler. He gets to play against someone he respects, right? I think the other match will be Saint and Chanel, which the winner of that, I believe, will advance. So, the big match coming up next. This match will just be for funsies, but it's always fun to watch these two players play, especially because now I've seen Knee play Bryan and I've seen him play Ganryu. Like, those are like, I love his Bryan and I love Ganryu. So I'm here for the show. Keep making me happy, Knee. Pick someone.
Knee. Yeah, Knee's definitely out there going, are you not entertained? We got the regional finals schedule here. Top 8 of each region's leaderboards will be invited to participate in the regional finals. Yeah.
And we're almost done. This is the second to last one. Tomorrow will be in North America. So this is going to be it. So it's today and tomorrow. So if you guys want to watch some good ass Tekken, right now you're watching it. Tomorrow will be North America. And obviously this is what they're fighting for.
Yeah. United States dollars. That's what they're fighting for. 6,000 of them. So
yes.
Yeah,
So if you want to see the rule set of this tournament from last year, make sure to go to TekkenWorldTour.com.
All right. Yeah, we're finally leading up to the end of this. It's kind of weird to see 2021. It's actually 2022.
Yeah, it's been.
But, you know, it is a 2021 league.
I think we just passed the moment where you are not allowed to say Happy New Year anymore. I think you get like a week. I think as soon as the week passes, it's no longer Happy New Year, right? So I think today is the last day. Get your Happy New Year's out of the way today.
Yeah, take down your Christmas trees. It's all over.
No, those got to stay up till March.
Oh really? Oh well, yeah. If you don't care, Christmas lights can stay all year. It's just don't turn them on, right? All right. Well, Infested versus Knee in this spoiler match. Yeah, it's like. Knee does not respect Infested as much as Infested respects Knee, according to this profile. So
I think when it comes to the Tekken players, I think that's kind of how the trend will go. Though I think Knee will respect other Tekken players a lot less than we respect Knee.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what player you are. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm curious though, what character will Knee play? I feel like he's gonna go back to Bryan, but.
Yeah, I mean, Bryan is kind of his. Yeah, that's the thing about Knee. I think you just don't know, and I think that's kind of one of his strengths. Like it's a weird thing, right? We kind of talk about it as like a way to flex or show off, but I think it's not just that. There's definitely an intimidation factor. When you don't know what your opponent's going to play, that's a huge advantage for your opponent. I mean, so it's even up against someone like Chanel, who has a lot of characters. When you're preparing for Chanel, you can still study these matchups. But yeah.
Where does he go? Back to Bryan. So interesting choices here from Knee. I didn't realize Knee was a Bryan Ganryu main. That definitely was not the characters I was expecting out of him today. 100% not the characters.
Definitely not.
Checking out Hammerhead here. Look at that garage with no cars in it.
Yeah. Okay, we got the Final Fantasy music playing. Hammerhead stage with
Fahkumram likes it.
Fahkumram and Knee.
Round 1.
See if Knee can do those counter hit knees that he's so famous for.
Already down
Yeah.
2 from Knee is good. He's been spamming that against Chanel, and he's already started spamming it against Infested. So
Yep.
it's really showing a liking to that move.
And for Infested, even if this is kind of a spoiler match, like being able to beat Knee in a tournament setting is, it's huge validation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this match is definitely super important for Infested.
Yeah, even if he knows that he's not going to be able to qualify, right? It's still one of those things where you still want to win. You don't want to go 0-3 in this tournament.
Round
Yeah, that too. And Infested takes
Even
the
though this is
first
a
round.
tough pool.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Just getting the first round here.
yeah.
Getting pressured though.
Oh, okay. Gets the counter here and to the wall. Knee with the Oki. Oh,
Oh, he didn't
threatening.
think he was in
Yeah.
range. I don't think for that taunt.
Yeah. Hatchet kicks, but Knee still patient. Not gonna give anything away. But at the corner here, oh, gets the wall
Nice.
shot. And oh no! Oh no! Oh!
Oh,
Oh man!
three.
Yeah, Knee.
Fight.
Ooh, Knee should have lost that, but.
oh
a
yeah,
great
he
crouch
should
jab
he should
there at
have
the end, yeah.
he didn't want to
Maybe
he
rage
didn't want to
art?
use rage. He had
Yeah, I thought
every
a rage
option to
art.
win that round.
Well, you can't let that bother him now, and he has a great life lead. Knee still not in rage.
For the best,
Ooh,
best
hatchet kick. Knee just going in right now.
KO.
Nice
And
mix though.
Knee, yeah.
Round
Infested
four.
goes mid this time.
Fight.
And Infested, yeah, despite that that one round, I mean he's up around here. Yeah, it's been
I mean, it's definitely one thing what Knee is not using that range like how Chanel was, because that's not the way he plays Bryan. He's definitely more aggressive.
yeah, oh, and Knee
That damage. Oh,
eviscerating
the
Infested's health
the
bar.
trade off.
Final round. Fight.
All right, tied up in rounds here. Oh, oh, nice launch here from
Launch.
Knee. Great start. Infested has to respond with something.
Tough for him, but he made
Plus
this
frames.
happen.
Oh,
Dropped it. I think he was already airborne. It didn't.
yeah.
He,
Oh, stuffing?
Nice.
Yeah, everything. Infested has to break Knee's defense to try to get anything going right now, but it's too strong. Plus frames, had all the advantage. And Knee's defense
And
too
that-
good.
Win.
I mean, it's also just knowing when they can retaliate, right? Knee's being patient, very, very patient, but then when he retaliates, he knows when he has the opportunities to. And the other thing, too, was just that it's complete opposite, right? Where Chanel was out spacing and not letting, Infested use the range. Knee's doing the same thing, but in the opposite way, where it's like, he's not letting him use the range because he's in his face. You can't create that, like, there's no range anymore, right? Because the range is, I'm in your face, everything I can press is going to hit you before you can hit me. So that's kind of the almost like the opposite way that these two players are approaching him, and it sucks that he has to go back to back from one player backdashing and making him whiff to another player in his face, constantly pressing buttons, right? So that's a tough draw for Infested. So he's really getting his best Tekken out right now.
Definitely, I think he's gonna have to try to keep Knee out at this point because Knee's just been getting in there and just beating him up, and like you said, it's not the range advantage is not really a thing anymore at this point. If Knee can just get in like that, and at that point it becomes frame data and knowledge and sidestepping and and it's just getting clobbered.
Hey, we're all
here
getting
we go.
our character choices though.
Yes, we got the.
Asking you
so
shall
we know. We
receive.
also know. We know Knee has a Negan as well, so
Right.
this is something. Yeah, we'll
You know-
we'll see.
Negan is probably the only character so far that has a lot of people, like a lot of top players have played him like in tournaments, but no one has like fully committed to being a Negan main only, you know?
True.
At least not yet, I feel like.
Negan's definitely a pocket character for a lot of people, but we'll see. I think a lot of people play Negan because he's actually like really fun to play, apparently. So.
Oh, he is.
That's the reason a lot of people play.
I enjoy playing it, but enjoying playing is not the same as winning.
All right, Magic 4 counter hit into a possible wall break. Yes,
Yep.
going downstairs.
Yeah, max damage too. Knew how many hits to get after that. I would have just gone for instant spike. That's where Knee's knowledge comes in.
All right, Knee. Look at just these micro movements. Knee is so careful.
And Infested, it's like he feels like he wants to interrupt, but he feels like he can't. So he wants to block, but just doesn't know when.
Yeah, kind of climbing up right now and. Oh, not in range for that
Right
punish.
there could have
Wrong.
Yeah, right there could have been that right there.
Yeah.
Down forward 2.
Round
Yeah.
2.
There's 5 seconds, so I think it was kind of a Hail Mary to get that launch into rage
Yeah,
to stop the clock.
he didn't really have anything left at that point.
He's still bullying his way in.
He's definitely putting on a show though.
Yeah.
Down 2s. He's saying words that we can't say.
Yeah. Wait, the game character can say what?
Whoa. Sorry, down back 2 after that. I wonder if that would have worked. Good. Oh,
Yeah.
not looking good for Infested, but he does have rage. One launch would do it, but that poke finishes him out. Knee. Super strong.
Yeah, this is not looking too different from the previous game with Infested's Fahkumram, because he's still in there and he's still doing the one jab pressure, sidestepping, and like right now, you know,
really
just winning at this game.
It's really staying in his face, right? Like
Yeah.
the beginning, Infested did 3 back dashes, Knee did 2 forward dashes. It was still in his face.
Yeah. Oh, and
Ooh, in
a
the
great
back throw.
sidestep there.
That's
Yeah. And Infested finally gets a good opportunity right here. He's able to close it out though. Yeah, and a low will just do it.
Round 4.
That back 1+2 hitting grounded like that wall was sick.
Out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice attempt
Just
on the
out of
down
range.
forward too. That was, yeah, just out of range. But that's the range that's kind of the way you want to use that move, right? As a way to like pick their toes when they try to like throw it at you.
Oh, it's harassing low, and I didn't want to deal with it anymore. I'm gonna go into
Yeah,
rage
this is
art.
enough of that.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just do like a rage launcher, right? It's like, okay, you're gonna come in and keep on harassing me. I'm gonna do my launch, and that is launch punishable. If you block that the bat.
My goodness.
Final round.
Yeah, but you know, Infested was willing to take that risk there because he knew that if he waits too long, you know, eventually you're just gonna not have enough health to block anymore.
Yes.
You can't block forever.
And again, Infested in the same situation, tied up in rounds.
Oh, just look at that though. Infested trying to get away, use the space, and Knee. That's when Knee is being aggressive. He's dashing forward.
Oh, what the heck? That was cameraman. Fire the cameraman.
Oh,
Cameraman
the
needs an apology
cameraman.
to Infested.
Oh no.
Oh, the step there. Oh, punish, nice step
Go
punish
for a
there.
launch.
Intimidation. Oh, burns the rage drive. Oh. And Knee. Wow. That duck punish. And he's still hitting him. Gotta stop.
If your profession is a professional cameraman, stay away from Infested. Don't tell him what you do for a living. just you know, like hide the camera. Just be like, oh, I'm a photographer. You know, just like hide it because that was so unfortunate. Because he did the right combo. He was trying to do it, but the side switch messed it all up. And
yeah, and I don't think anybody predicted that camera. Like at a certain point, it's kind of like. Yeah, it's not like, well, you should have like studied the camera switching in Tekken. Like, no, that moment was That one was very
That's
unfortunate.
Those are the moments where every Tekken player will just be like, "That sucks," But
Yeah.
it is what it is, and that's gonna be it for Infested 0-3. Unfortunately, Knee
that was a
finishing
great,
the pools here 3-0.
That was a great match, though. I mean, he brought it to the final round both times. I mean, it was 0-2, but it was like I know this is a thing.
Yeah.
People say it's one of those. It's 0-2, but it was close. Like that could actually be a T-shirt, I think. But it was one of those moments, and it was close. He did play well. He wasn't just steamrolled by me, and definitely, I think it was a good showing. So good stuff from Infested, despite the 0-3 score. But yeah, I guess yeah. Go ahead.
We're going into this next one though, where it's Chanel versus Saint, and I believe that this is going to be a huge one. Rematch of old Tekken World Tour Finals, or Tekken. What about a different name back then when we did it? That's how long ago it was, right? When Saint won the second Tekken 7 tournament against Chanel in I think it was Japan when they. Man, that was such a long time ago. Holy crap! But that was crazy.
Like
though.
2015?
It's always been like 2016 or 17, I want to say. Or no, 2016.
So long.
2016, yeah. And man,
I remember that he
Chanel
signed the
and
camera.
Saint, yeah. Chanel and Saint, they've been playing for a long time, and every set I watch them play, it always feels so close. Like it has never been a guarantee as to which player will win. So watching today too, I still don't know, right? Because I feel like Chanel's been playing kind of okay, but when I saw him play Infested, man, he looked crazy good. And then Saint, had 2 close sets against Knee and Infested. So this is just a toss-up for if I've ever known one. I have no idea who to pick. So I'm not picking. I'm glad there's no bets or anything like that. I don't have to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, and I think what was the score? Was it 1-1 for both of them? I think this is going to be a high stakes match, of course, and
I think the winner will be blessed with a meeting against JDCR in the losers bracket. So.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. They're going to be in losers.
We have 3 of our 4. Yeah, 3 of our 4 in the top 4 right there. So that's going to be a fun one. But we got to figure out who's going to be the 4th. Is it going to be Chanel or is it going to be Saint? That's crazy to say. One of these 2 players is not going to make top 4, Chanel or Saint.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nature of this tournament. 8 players. And we got an Eliza pick from.
So that's the
Chanel.
4th character now we've seen from Chanel?
Yeah,
we saw
Chanel's
the Julia, we saw the Kuni,
going through them.
We saw the Zafina, and now we saw the Eliza. And we still haven't even seen like the Eliza, and Eliza's kind of the character he's real known for. So still has some characters to mess around with, where Saint is Ganryu and maybe Jack.
Yep. Oof. All right. Dark Wave. Eliza does have a projectile. Oh, and DP cancel punish. Dive kicks too.
Wow, nice.
But gets launched here. Saint.
Nice step. Oh, messed up the crouch cancel.
Nice.
Got the whiff.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice pickup.
KO.
Ooh.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Fight.
This is gonna be a
nice,
down jab
nice
heavy,
anti-air.
heavy set, I feel.
Yes. Again, Saint has a spring kick. It might be the first spring kick we've seen this tournament.
All day.
Just one slap on some ground. Chanel just not afraid to just back up, hit and run. Has full blood meter. Oh, burns a meter, cancels, tries to do something, but the gambit doesn't succeed. Saint still holding up with wall-like defense. Ooh, it just goes in and the classic.
Yeah, Saint manages to walk in and do down 4-2 and hit anybody. His ability to hit down 4-2 on people is incredible.
Oh, but how did he lose all that life? Oh, using the meter. Oh, no! Oh! Jump back dive kick for the win.
Yeah, the jump back dive kick. Good answer.
That's the new magic card in this game. Oh. Oh. Oh, not this time.
A lot of down 4-3s coming out from Saint here.
No, unblockable. Chanel does that.
It's pretty quick. Oh, nice low parry though. Yeah, they're gonna get the wall. Big damage. Jump.
Oh, side switch.
Down
Oh.
Nice. Gets the
Saint
combo
playing
there.
dirty.
Notice. Wow.
Round
Nice,
four.
dude. Saint playing this pretty well.
Yes. Low parry here. Some nice damage, but
Oh,
better positioning. Oh, what the?
how did that work out
Yeah.
for Saint like that?
That was
Chanel
weird.
got screwed, it felt
Oh.
like.
Yeah, EXDP. Invincible
he's
reverse.
still in
He
it,
got
though.
those. Oh, didn't quite get the float there. Oh, he burns the bar. No dice. You know. Oh, he just gets launched again.
His ability to hit that down forward too is crazy. I don't know how he does it. But I think. Well, actually, I do know how he do it. He do it because he do it. He just throws it out and it hits because he knows what it's gonna hit. Because he really just gets them to duck because of the threat of down forward 3 and just everything else around it. It's incredible.
It's definitely Saint's strength here is his conditioning ability, right? I mean, it's you don't just get to do down forward 2s and launch just like that. I mean, you don't. That's not. You have to earn that, and that's the conditioning that he's doing.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, you have to earn those down forward 2s. It's not like he's just throwing them out there, but it feels like every one he throws out, it has been working out for him. You know, and, it's the damn. I don't know if Chanel's gonna switch or not, because I feel like that's a he approached that matchup pretty well. You know, just I think that there was some mistakes there. He got caught by a tech trap, which isn't necessarily a true like launcher tech trap either. So it's kind of a lot of simple mistakes here that I think that just wasn't recognizing.
We'll find out here. Yeah,
Ooh,
we
the
do have 8
Zafina.
characters with.
Yeah. Zafina's a very. Man, he got so lucky too with the infinite stage. That's a double whammy. That's a double whammy for sure. Because the one annoying thing about Zafina in this matchup as a Ganryu player, down forward 3, you can't do another one on hit if they backdash once because it beats it clean. Whereas the majority of casts, they can't backdash it without having to block it. Whereas she and like Eliza, other characters with big backdashes, don't have to worry about it. So the threat of the low for Ganryu is not as strong.
And the squid attack to play keep out as well. I mean, just all these things in Chanel's favor.
Oh, but wow, Saint reading that again.
Again, yeah. Still working. Oh, still. Oh, wow. Saint does not care about this infinite stage.
He's being super aggressive here. I don't think he's allowing Chanel to be, passive, like backdash crazy and try to whip punish.
Yeah. Seems like the right
Now
strategy.
he's right now he's actually playing. He's letting, kind of forcing Chanel to be the aggressor. He's like, you come here, you come to me. I'll play your game. How do you like that?
Being up around like this, you can change up your playstyle like this and see what happens.
Yeah, you notice too, right? Where he's playing very, very cautious, right? And then all of a sudden he just ran up and did the down forward too. Like he's really like switching up the pace and timing of everything. Right? Like backdash and just wait, backdash, wait. Ooh. Chanel's just trying to beat it out there, but the low parry, good call out.
Yeah. And
the damage at no time.
Really good for
this is tough comeback here for Chanel. He's gonna have to hit super. Back 2-1-2. The finishes the string. I was not expecting that.
2-round lead here. Saint poised to take this over Chanel. It's the biggest lead as you can get in terms of rounds and games.
And
yeah,
and this was like
Saint
all
just
for Chanel's
right
favor too. And just look at it. He's kind of wanting Chanel to come in, and then when he doesn't, like he just chooses his time to be aggressive.
He just blocked 2 of those down forward 3s from Saint.
Oh, he tried. Oh, back.
Oh, what a!
Oh, the backswing blow.
Nice.
Got the mix.
The damage was on that was crazy. Oh. And dash up Rage Drive to finish it. 3 rounds straight.
Wow. And that Rage Drive, it's not that fast. It's like 22 frames, but it is kind of hard to see, right? You know, he ducks down a little, but you could block it on reaction if you're really looking for it. I don't think Chanel was looking for it at all. I don't think he even had an idea that it was an option.
I agree.
Like, it just looks so out of place there. And there you see it.
Yeah.
Now, Ni, Saint will be the ones advancing for Pool B. Moyle and JDCR advancing for Pool A, and then obviously you have Moyle and Ni playing in the winner's side, and JDCR and Saint, the two leaders of the two leaders that got to choose the pools, they made it out, but on the loser side, so they're gonna have to play each other on the loser side of this top 4.
Right, so I think this concludes the pools portion, the round robin portion of the tournament. So all the matches going forward, I believe, is going to be best of 5, first of 3. So it's kind of like it's like a top 8 bracket, I think, with 4 players left. So we're gonna go to a more traditional, familiar format here. Wow, we got a nice and shiny, literally shiny brackets here with Guangdong Freaks, Moyo, KDF, who plays Geese, versus DRX's Ni. And on the other side, in the loser side, we've got JDCR versus Genuine Gaming Saint. This is a classic battle, especially if you've been following the early days of Tekken 7. These two ended up in grand finals so much. To the point where Jack and Dragunov were like the enemy of the people.
Yeah, and everyone hated those characters, and it was always the Echo Fox boys when they were both on the same team, right? Where they were always in the grand finals, right? That was season 1, right? But that's kind of where Ni started making the comeback, right? And the era of Ni came out. We don't know what era we're in right now. This is the online era, you know. So there's a lot of interesting top players here, but I think right now we are going to get ready for our top 4. I'm excited. I can't wait.
Definitely, this is every match is going to be an amazing match, and yeah, I'm wondering if are we doing the winners? It looks like we're doing the winners final first, I believe. So, but before we get to that, we are going to have a break after these socials. So, DNA Esports on Twitter and YouTube. Follow Tekken on at Tekken on Twitter. We got Twitch and Facebook here. Don't forget to follow those social media channels so you can make sure that you can tune into these awesome events and tournament.